Alright, what's going on, guys? Jeff here, back again with another video. So today we'll be talking about the earnings seasons and the earnings cycle. Something that's going to be a little bit different for this earnings seasons is that because we basically have been seeing the entire market going down on this sort of downtrend, and I think that it's very important for us to actually talk about this market today. So over here, let's just look at some of the earnings that we'll be getting in the near future. Okay, so first of all, we'll be getting Netflix earnings that will be happening today. At market close. After which we have Intuitive Surgical, cool. Okay. American Airlines. I think right now, because usually the banks actually get the earnings out first, and then afterwards, then you get all your tech companies, your smaller tech company, and everything else just coming afterwards. But something that I really want to talk about for these earnings seasons is something for you guys to actually take note of, because usually earnings seasons is a good time for us to earn a lot of money. So personally, for me, I like to speculate for earning seasons because the most amount of money that I actually earn in a trading day usually happens during earnings, because when you can expect a good earning to happen, that's how you basically buy calls for the earnings, and then when it actually think that the earnings go well, then you kind of make money on it, or you can speculate that a company is going to do badly for the quarter, and then you kind of just buy puts on it, and then you can just earn a lot of money on that side as well. So the most recent one that I actually did well for the earnings, which would be Peloton, where they actually went down 33% post earning, where I bought about 10 puts, where I made about 1600% back on the money itself. So I'm very, very happy with that. Of course, it's not going to be easy for us to speculate on that kind of thing, because there's also a possibility that Peloton in that quarter, they could actually have some various earnings that we do not know of, and then when they can actually surprise us with a better than expected earnings, and because of that, they can actually go up. So similarly, I feel that for this quarter, some of the earnings that we need to take note of, I actually did write it down, or at least the ones that I am very looking forward to will be Apple, will be Snapchat, Palantir, Coinbase, Robinhood, Peloton, Affirm, Matterport, and Neo. So the reason why I have all these companies here, so first of all, we want to look at Apple, is because Apple earnings is going to happen on the 27th, which is the Friday of next week. I think that Apple is going to be very interesting because, first of all, Apple is the biggest cap company in the world. And I think that Apple have a huge variety of industries under it. They have their software, they have their hardware, they have their labor market, and they have their materialistic market. And because of that, supply chains and labor market is very, very important to me. And I feel that these two are the ones that we can actually see affecting Apple or not. So for Apple, I think it's going to be very interesting. There is a chance that Apple might actually miss on earnings, because Apple also did release a lot of earnings, a lot of articles talking about how they are actually suffering from labor shortages and also supply chain issues, even with their latest flagship iPhone 13. And also they came out with the article saying that they are actually paying a lot of money to actually get a lock onto some of their senior engineers to hope that they actually stay in the company instead of jumping ship to another company. So I feel that the cash burn on Apple would be a little bit higher for this quarter. And because of that, I feel that there is a chance that Apple might miss their earning. But at the same time, I don't think that I am ready to really go bearish on Apple either, because I think Apple is that very, very special stock that even during a so-called miss on estimate, they can still do very well depending on what they actually do. So for example, Apple Car is also something that's also in the articles already. Apple VR AR, we are also expecting Apple to get into the metaverse very, very soon. So yeah, Snapchat, basically the social media side of things, because since the last quarter, we saw that basically Apple privacy law destroyed everyone in the social media side of things, which is your Snapchat, your Twitter, your Pinterest, your Facebook. All of them got destroyed because of Apple privacy law. So I think that it's going to be very, very interesting for us to look at least Snapchat, and because I think Snapchat is also one of my bigger positions, so I would be more interested in looking at that. Thirdly, Palantir, very simple, simply because I own the stock, and also at the same time, I'm very, very interested to see how are they going to survive, because they have been hitting new lows every single time. So I think Palantir is going to be cool for us to actually look at. Next up will be Coinbase and also Robinhood. I think Coinbase and Robinhood is very, very simple. Basically, they are just exchanges, and we want to see the level of hype that how trading has actually been for the past quarter. So, for example, in 2021, January, quarter one, for example, just let's put it all in quarters, okay? Quarter one of 2021, we had the whole GME AMC saga where short squeeze was at the peak. And that was the reason why Robinhood basically had one of the best possible quarter for them, because they won the trading volume. Okay, quarter two of 2021 was when Dogecoin had the whole SNL rally kind of thing, and because of that, I think that Dogecoin helped Robinhood earn a lot, because in quarter two of 2021, Robinhood, I think half of their revenue actually came from transaction of cryptocurrency alone. So that's why this kind of brings back to Coinbase as well. Possibly Coinbase also have this kind of euphoric run with this. I'm not sure if OpenSea is going to be getting listed anytime soon. If OpenSea do get listed, I think it's going to be important as well for us to look at, simply because OpenSea is just basically this another branch of things towards the NFT side of things, instead of your basic cryptocurrencies and such. Next will be Peloton. I think Peloton is interesting again, because right now we are expecting Peloton to again miss their estimate, especially with supply chains. And also right now they have an additional problem, which is demand. They do not have enough demand. People are basically just not really, I wouldn't really say boycotting their products, but it's more like they are not as interested in the product, and they will intend to sell the product. And right now there's just so many secondhand goods of Peloton bikes on the Facebook Marketplace, on your eBay and such. And I think because of that, there's not enough demand for Peloton. And I think that would be very, very interesting for us to look at it. Personally, I do hold a few Peloton shares as well, simply because I did sell puts on Peloton. I think a few weeks after I actually cashed out on the Peloton puts that I actually made money on. But yeah, basically those are now losing money. So Affirm I think is going to be interesting, because we are going to be entering the quarter right after the holiday seasons, where this will for the payment side of things, which is a fintech side of things. I think it will be interesting for us to really look at Affirm, because first of all, they are being partnered with Amazon, which we expect Amazon to have one of their better quarters. So out of the 4 quarters in the year, we expect Amazon to usually perform the best in the last quarter, because that's where all your holiday season is at. People are gifting things, people are doing Thanksgiving, people are preparing for New Year, and people buy a lot of stuff, okay? And because of that, if Affirm is a partner of Amazon, I would assume that just purely from the transactional value of things, Affirm should do well. But of course, the same thing, we did see Affirm continuously going down, and Affirm right now, the floor price is about $63, and it's very, very sad to see that, because Affirm was once about $130 or $140, which is why, same thing, dropping about 50% or so. Crazy. Matterport, I think it's going to be interesting for us to look at it. Started as one of the possible metaverse play, but I think for Matterport wise, I think that this earning report will basically showcase how possible are we really as close to the metaverse as we are. I think that's why for Matterport, it's more like an informative earnings more than it being a speculative earnings for myself. And then lastly will be NIO, which is because I just want to see how the EV companies are doing. I do not want to look at Tesla as much. I know that I'm going to be looking at Tesla earning no matter what, because it's almost like a staple kind of thing. But I want to be looking at NIO simply because the Chinese companies right now, like I already predicted before, I think 2022 will be the returns of the Chinese companies. I think that on top of it just being a Chinese company, it's also an EV company that I'm also invested in and also looking forward to. I think that these 2 factors alone is the reason why I want to really look at NIO. I'm not sure about their deliveries. I'm not sure how badly affected are they in terms of their supply chain issues and their labor shortages. And because of that, I think that it will be quite interesting for us to look at NIO and see what would they actually do for their earnings seasons. Of course, I'm not super duper bullish about it. I think especially for this entire earnings report, I don't think I would be particularly bullish on any of those stocks per se, because all of them are just information to me at this point. I don't really have a particular favorite or anything right now. Earnings, I'm just treating earnings as some form of consumption of content for myself. But yeah, let's see. On Monday we have IBM, we have Brown and Brown, we have Crane. Okay, nothing much actually. Let's look at Tuesday. Okay, we got Microsoft, we got J&J, we got Verizon, we got AMD, we got General Electric, we got 3M. Okay. Wow. Okay. I think Tuesday is gonna be interesting for us to actually look at earnings. I'll probably stay up to like 7 a.m. I guess for me to just get through all this earnings. I think. Oh, okay, it's okay. Actually, I think I will just. Oh, Texas Instrument. Okay, so basically, I'll just be catching the Microsoft, Texas Instrument, and AMD possibly. Oh, Starbucks is here as well. Okay, yeah. I'll be catching all this earnings for Tuesday. I think that's going to be interesting for us to look at. Okay. Wednesday is going to be Tesla. Okay. We got Tesla. We got Intel. We got AT&T, Boeing. We have Progressive. Okay, this is interesting because I have puts on Progressive. Okay, I'm not sure how well this is gonna do. My puts are gonna expire in September, but I'm not sure how good this is gonna do. This is basically just me trying to speculate on Progressive. It's very weird for me to speculate on such a low volume company, but yeah, I'm gonna be looking forward for that. Okay. Let's see what else do we have. Nasdaq. Okay. Teradyne. Okay. Seagate. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think next week. All right, cool. I think next week is the start of when earnings is going to be very, very interesting for us to really look at. But yeah, you'll probably be seeing this video on Friday, hopefully. So yeah, basically these are just my thoughts on the market. I'm not trying to scare anyone or scare people from stopping to speculate on the market or anything. Of course, do your own due diligence. None of whatever I say is financial advice, of course, because I don't even have a degree in anything, so don't take my word for it. Do your own due diligence, do your own research. It's very, very interesting for us to really look at the market now. I think that there's a possibility for us to really earn a lot of money. Of course, if we actually speculate on the wrong side of things, we can also lose a lot of money. But anyway, yeah, I think that's all I have for the earnings season. I don't want to drag this video out for too long. I expected it to be a short video, but ended up to be a 13-minute video. But anyway, I thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys